Hello dear student, I am Renu Daum. Today we will discuss about interfaces, introspection and serialization. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about classes, object, encapsulation, then how to create constructor and a destructor and what is the inheritance. Today we first learn about abstract class. Abstract class is a class that cannot be instantiated on its own. You cannot create a new object for it. This is a syntax for create abstract class. Here you can give the abstract keyword. After that you can use class keyword and then you can provide the base class, means the name of your abstract class. This is an valid identifier. In this class, you can create must at least one abstract method in your abstract class. And here, for the to create a abstract method, syntax for to create the abstract method, you can use here the abstract keyword, then function, then the name of your function, and you can pass here the number of parameters and the semicolon. After that, you can create a number of non-abstract functions. For to create a non-abstract function, you can use here the any access specifier, then the function keyword, then the non-abstract function name, and the definition for the abstract function. And there is one important, you can create an abstract function in the abstract class and there is no definition for that abstract function. After that, you can create child class or inherit the child class from your abstract class, and here you can use class keyword, then name of your child class, then the extend keyword, and after that you can give the name of your parent abstract class. In this class, you can first define the abstract method in your parent abstract class, and then function name and the name of your abstract function name, and here you can define for the abstract function, and then after here you can provide or declare any number of properties and the methods for your child class. This is an example of the abstract class. You can create a BAdd as an abstract class. In this class, you can create one abstract method as a data, and here you can provide as a access specifier as a protected, and name of your function is a data. After that, you can create a non-abstract function having the name display, and in this function you can display the message in an abstract base class. Then you can create a one child class having the name add, and then this add class extend from your BAdd, means this abstract class, and then you can give the definition for the abstract method in your parent class. This is the protected function data, this function, and here you can provide the echo statement in a derived class. After here, closing this child class, you can create an object for your child class, not for your parent class, means you cannot create object for your abstract class. Then here you can create one object for your child class, $s1 is equal to new add and the semicolon. By using this object, you can call the $s1 data, means you can call directly this method, and after this method you can call the display method. Here you can call the data method, then it will go into this method and then display the message in a derived class, and then you can call $s1 display. In this method, it will display the message in a abstract base class. Interface. Interface provide methods, prototype and a constant, and any class that implements the interface must provide implementation for all the methods in the interface. And interface is also the solution for the multiple inheritance, which is not allowed in a PHP programming. Here the syntax for an interface definition. You can give the interface as a keyword. After that you can provide the interface name, and then here opening bracket of the interface, and you can declare number of functions. But this is the pure abstract function, means you can declare the function but you cannot implement that function, means not define these functions. And here there is no restriction the number of pure abstract function in the interface. This is the optional part. Then how can a class implement the interfaces? By using implements keyword and any number of interfaces separated by the commas, means you can implement the interface by using the implements keyword. This is the general case to implement the interface. Here you can first create an interface by using the interface keyword and then code of the interface. After that you can create a child class, and then you can provide here the implements keyword, and then here you can give the interface name. Here any child class implements number of n interfaces. There is no restriction to implement the interface. But in the case of class, it will only one class extend at a time, means the any class having the only one parent class, but any class having the number of interfaces as a parent. And then you can, here the class can use the interface class code and also its own code, means the child class must be define the all methods in the interfaces you have declared earlier. There is an example for your interface. First one, this is the HTML file. This is example to calculate the area of the cylinder by using the interface. Here you can design the HTML form, and in this form you can provide the two text field for the radius and the height for the calculation of the area. And here in the action part you can provide the your name of your PHP file, and then here you can provide the two types of buttons, submit button and the reset button, and having the radius text field having the name R and the height text field having the name H. After that, in the PHP script, in the PHP file, you can first retrieve the value by using the text field, means you can enter the value in this text field and then you can store this value into the $R and the $H. For the pi value, you can define this value into the pi variable, and then you can create an interface having the name cal, and in this interface you can declare the two methods, area and the value, and this is the pure abstract method, and in this method you can pass the two parameters. After here you can declare the one class name as a cylinder, and this class implement the cal interface. In this interface you can define the method area which is declared earlier in the interface cal, and here you can pass this parameter. Here area is equal to, you can calculate the area 2 pi r and r plus h. By using this formula you can calculate the area of cylinder, and another function is the volume. By using this formula, volume is equal to pi r square h, and then you can display this volume. The volume of cylinder is $wall, and after closing of your class you can create an object for your cylinder class by using the new object here, and by using this object you can call the method area and the volume. It will call the area and then it will display the area of cylinder, and this function display the volume of your cylinder. Interfaces allow us to define and create a common structure for our classes, to set a standard for an object, and interface solve the problem of the multiple inheritance. They allow us to inject qualities from multiple sources, and also interfaces provide a flexible base root structure that we don't get with the classes. Then there is a difference between the abstract class and the interface. In abstract classes, it is not necessary that every method should be abstract, but in an interface, every method is abstract. Then multiple and multi-level both type of inheritance is possible in inheritance. But single and multi-level inheritance is possible in abstract classes. Then method of PHP interface must be public only. Method in abstract class in a PHP could be public or protected both. In an abstract class, we can define as well as declare methods, but in an interface, we can only define our methods. After that, introspection. Introspection is the ability of a program to examine an object's characteristics such as its name, parent class, properties and the methods. With the introspection, we can write code that operates on any class or a object. We need not know which methods or the property are defined when we write the code. Instead of, it can be discovered that information at runtime, which makes it possible for us to write generic debuggers, serializers, and the profilers, etc. There is some functions which is provided by the PHP. Class exists. Check whether a class has been defined or not. Then the getClass returns the class name of an object. Then getParent class, it will return the class name of an object of the parent class. And then each subclass of it checks whether an object has a given parent class. Here example for which display all currently declared classes and methods and the property for each class. Here one method is declared here. This is the user defined method. In this method we can use here the getDeclareClasses method, which is provided by the PHP. This function returns an array of defined classes and check if the class name is in the return array. Then all return classes store in this variable, and then we can apply here the for each construct. Means this is the associative array, and to iterate associative array we can use here the for each construct, and then here we can show the information about the class. Means we can store one by one class in the $class variable, and then it will display one by one class. And then for to display the methods in the given class, we can use here the get_class_method, and here we can provide the name of the particular class. Get_class methods returns simple list of methods in the given class, and here we can check the number of methods count is nothing. Then here we can simple display here the none. Otherwise here we can use the for each construct and which display the all methods in the given class. Then display the properties of the given class. We can use here the get underscore class underscore var method, which returns associative array which maps the property names to values and also include the inherited properties. And here it will also check the count. If there is no property, then it will simply display none. Otherwise, here we can use the for each construct, and here one more method, which is a built-in method, array underscore keys. This method is used to return either all the keys of array or the subset of the keys, and then it will display one by one property of the particular class. After that, serialization. Serializing an object means converting it to the byte stream representation that can be stored in a file, and this is useful for the persistent data. For example, PHP sessions automatically save and restore the object, and the serialization is most commonly used with a PHP sessions which handle the serialization for you. And how can an object serializing? This can be achieved by serialize and unserialize function. Then this is a syntax for serializing an object. Here you can store the serialized data into the variable, and here you can use the serialize function. This returns a string containing a byte stream representing a value that can be stored anywhere, and this is useful for storing or passing PHP values around without losing their type and structure. And after here, there the reverse process of the serialize. You can use here the unserialize method. This takes a single serialized variable and convert it back into a PHP value, means the original value here. The converted value is written and can be in the boolean, integer, float, string, array or a object format. Then PHP has two hooks for an object during the serialization and unserialization process. First one is the underscore sleep method and underscore wake up method. And these methods are used to notify object that they are being serialized and unserialized. Sleep method is called on an object just before serialization. It can perform any cleanup necessary to preserve the object state, such as cloning databases connection, writing out unsaved persistent data, and so on. And same conversely, wake up method is called on an object immediately after an object is created from a byte stream. The method can take any action it requires, such as reopening a database connection and other initialization tasks. Thank you.